Welcome back to the Chiba Lotte Marines season mode here on Professional Baseball Spirits. I'm probably one of the only content creators that is doing an entire series on this, as you have seen videos from guys like Daddy Dimmu and Cougs, but a lot of those people really only have done one-off videos on YouTube. It might be streaming on Twitch. Unfortunately, Oka will strike out our leadoff hitter, and we're going to jump around a bit in this, as I think I've found my stride as to how I want to present this series in terms of games played. I will eventually be streaming this, as Sasaki is on the mound for us. So in the first game, he got smacked, gave up 5 runs in the first inning of the first game, and he's given up base runner here in the second inning. I will be playing a decent amount of offense. Well, eventually I'll be playing a decent amount of offense and pitching when and where it makes sense, in my opinion. Sasaki gets ahead with the two-seam fastball for a strike and is now looking to throw the forkball. Can't get him to chase for ball number 3. Full count. And ground ball into right field. The runner from second is going to hold up as the right fielder charges in, and there'll be runners at the corners. We are facing the Oryx Buffaloes. We are currently sitting, though, at 1-5. This Oryx Buffaloes team, you may know some of their former players, such as Yoshinobu Yamamoto, currently on the Dodgers, getting the largest pitching contract ever, let's be honest, and deservedly so, being what is considered the best pitcher in baseball in Japan, the equivalent of the Cy Young. He won 3 of those awards. Matt, I can't remember what the award is. Doesn't matter, as we are in current day. Ball going to get hit in the left field, and the Buffaloes will take a 1-0 lead here in the second. Other players include Masataka Yoshida and former MLB players such as Hideo Nomo, who was the first Japanese player to throw a no-hitter, Adam Jones, personally one of my favorite center fielders, Chan-Ho Park, a player that I believe played for the Padres and the Rangers, and former Houston Astro Marwin Gonzalez. Another base hit into the outfield. Runner coming around from third, and he will score. It is 2-0 Buffaloes, as Sasaki is looking like he is in trouble yet again early in yet another ball game. Understandably so, he is being inconsistent, and management has basically tried to keep Sasaki away from pitching so long, though if he is on, you have to continue to pitch him. Known for throwing a 160-kilometer fastball, that being his two-seam, also has a devastating, which you won't see right this minute. This is a slider. As a matter of fact, now we will see the forkball. Definitely disgusting, but he unfortunately walks a batter and the bases are loaded. This is not a good look. It has never been a good look for him. Inside pitch, two-seamer hit over the shortstop. I thought he would have reached for it. 1 run is going to score, and surprisingly that ball gets back in time, and not a second is scored. It is 3-0. Sasaki kind of falling apart at the seams. The crowd is just not feeling this, understandably so. We expect more from our ace, and we are just not getting it. Splinker thrown, can't get a good grip of it, and it tails outside. And try to splinker again, and still can't get a strike called. I swear to you, these umpires be squeezing the hell out of us. Oh God, he's gonna walk a run in, isn't he? Going upstairs, 38th pitch. And Sasaki is definitely in some trouble. Forkball gets it back to a full count. Now looking to punch him out, or at the very least get a double play. Oh my goodness, he walks the batter. Seriously? Come on, man. 4-0 Buffaloes. And the bases are still loaded. There's still nobody out. This is turning into a outright disaster. Fortunately, we're facing a batter who doesn't hit very well. Curveball misses, despite the crazy amount of break on it. Cutter inside, misses. No, he got the strike call. Going back upstairs to the high corner, he gets the strike. 154 kilometers, that's about 100 miles an hour. Throws it low and can't get the call. Come on, Sasaki. We need you to get an out. Oh, come on. It's 5-0. I think we need to get him out of the game. I think you guys would agree. We ended up losing this one 11-1. We did get a run in the second, but it really didn't matter. Let's keep it a buck. 16 hits given up, and player of the game, he had 6 RBI in this game. 6. Probably accounted for most of them in about the second or third inning. Okay, we have discovered a player. As we get closer to the draft, I'll give you guys a breakdown of how the draft works in general. But in the meantime, we've got some more baseball action as we face the Saitama Saibu Lions, former home of Shohei Ohtani. We continue to lose. We're still in last place, but again, I've set up the parameters where if things start to change, where in other words we might be able to flip things as far as the standings are concerned, we'll see some of those games. All right, our number 3 hitter is hitting .378 thus far this season as we take on their starter. 2.25 ERA in 1 start. Did not get a decision though, despite having a pretty damn good game. All right, Oka steps up the leadoff, 3 RBI, 10 hits, 270 average. Of course, the leadoff hitter is almost never going to get a ton of RBI unless there's somebody like, let's be honest, Kyle Schwarber or something. Somebody who's blasting it out at all times, it seems. Curveball, sweeping curve at that, jeez. Terrible whiff at that. Last pitch, oh man. Low cutter, strikeout. Unfortunately, I don't know what he saw in that pitch, as the Lions lineup is as such. Nobody's hitting over 300, and really most of this lineup isn't like great at this point in time, but hey, we've got some business to take care of. Our pitcher, CC Mercedes, 1.35 ERA, picked up the only victory thus far this season. As the camera pans in on the leadoff batter, yes, it is raining, and yes, the game can get rained out. Unlike a different baseball game in the market where we've been asking for that for almost 20 years. CC Mercedes here doesn't have a great or devastating pitch mix. In fact, it's actually kind of below average, as you see a lot of those D's as the rating for the ability to throw them, and velocity-wise, it's also not that great either. Really, his cutter is the best pitch he throws as far as velocity. This ball's going to hit the deep center, and it's going to carry him off the bottom of the wall. This should be an easy stand-up double as the Lions get themselves a runner in scoring position to start off the ball game. Next, we got the number 2 batter coming to the plate. Mercedes, despite the ERA, he doesn't have a changeup, which kind of stinks. And as you can see, strategy-wise, this is a very, very old-school baseball type league. Yes, they will bunt guys over, and of course, that is a sacrifice bunt. As I thought they would have let me keep pitching. I guess not. Nonetheless, they do give up a run, and here is Neftali Soto, 7 hits, 2 RBI as the number 4 batter. I would expect more, but offensively we've been very inept all year. He is one of our better power hitters. I kind of backed him back to back, him and Polanco. This ball is gonna curve just foul. And next pitch, check, swing. Okay, nope, not gonna bother swinging at it. Not a bad idea. Ball right down the middle. Soto absolutely unleashes on it, deep to left field. It is gone. Tied ball game at 1 apiece as the rain continues to slowly trickle. Kind of hoping this game doesn't get rained out. And of course, his battery mate Polanco right behind him. I gotta say, I love the celebrations. It's not MLB The Show-esque. Some of them are a little ridiculous, but it is what it is. Take a look at that pitch again, right down the middle, like almost literally down the middle. 96 meters is 314 feet, so a home run in some ballparks in MLB, not so many in the others. Doesn't matter. As long as it gets over that wall is all that counts. Blanco with an opportunity to make it back-to-back jackers. Again, you see he's got B power on his player card, but he is a terrible contact hitter, and you know what? Speak of which, I probably need to shut up. The grades for things in this game go from an S as the absolute best all the way down, I believe, to a G. G is god-awful, in my opinion. God-awful is right, because we have been god-awful, at least in the first ball game I showed you. I have player locked some games here and there, and I'm still kind of getting used to this game. Ground ball past the second baseman who doesn't even make a diving attempt at it. We now runners at first and second here in the second inning. So number 8 hitter, this is Fujioka. Not a very good contact hitter, not all that much better at power either. 19th pitch, and attempt to drop down the bunt. I get it. I get why he would attempt to drop down the bunt. Pitch on the outside, that is strike number 2 as it grazes the corner. Cutter down below in the zone, not going to get a piece of it. He will unfortunately strike out, and we would get the run to come home. Only one, though, as we lead 2-1. Leading off for the bottom of the second. Got Mercedes still on the mound. Cut fastball high in the zone. He's probably going to have to throw a lot of those, to be honest with you. He's going to go with probably one of his worst pitches. Inside. Not going to get the call. Kind of a two-seamer. More of a kind of a running fastball. If the pitch doesn't break that much, unlike that curveball, you're not going to see a whole lot of break on. I mean, it's a fastball, let's be honest. Curveball again, slapped into right field past the first baseman. And this is not MLB The Show 17. You are not getting these runners out. They do hustle to the bag, unlike a decent amount of major league players. No shade, no shade. It's all shade. And we've got the next batter looking like he's going to drop a bunt, and I'm going to play it accordingly. I think that they really shouldn't be giving away whether they're going to bunt it or not. We're going to get the runner at first nonetheless. We jump all the way to the 9th inning because the settings decided so. Nonetheless, we are up 4-1, looking to get the save. Tying run on the on-deck circle. Slider gets in there for strike number 1. Straight fastball. Able to pump it by him for strike number 2. 2 outs. 2 strikes. Slider, outside corner, not going to get it. Actually, more of a sweeper, though they're kind of one and the same. Sweeper again, not going to get the call. Up to a 2-2 count. Fastball inside, almost hits him in the midsection. Full count. Decide what he's going to throw. Pitch hit to third base. And we are going to pick up our second victory of the season. Suzuki gets the save, despite the fact the manager actually asked me to swap to our actual closer. Nonetheless, Mercedes, 7 strong innings, gave up just a single run. Beautiful, beautiful pitching performance from him. Don't think he's going stateside anytime soon. I don't think naturally Soto is either, but damn, you're hitting him like that, bro. You never know. You might want to think about it. You make some good money, but I hear that players in Japan do make good money themselves. All right, 11 hits. Despite the victory, we can't really say whether we are a good or bad team just quite yet. It is still very early in the season, and Shota Suzuki actually picks up his first career save. I've actually skipped past this screen a number of times and didn't bother to Google Translate it. And we will take a look at the growth report for some of our players. Fujiwara picks up +1 fielding. Yes, you can train your players in individual attributes in this game. Velocity up by 1 by Sakato, and we're going to push ahead as we will be taking on the Rakuten Eagles. The winner takes 3rd place in the Pacific. Again, very early. Are those gaming chairs? They have gaming chairs in the dugout. Maybe those chairs were donated, but we know this team is, or none of these teams are balling on a budget. They go all out as opposed to sitting on disgustingly hard wood planks in the dugout, unlike in the major leagues. We are facing one of the league leaders in wins, Hayakawa, on the mound, left-handed pitcher. I think a lot of our guys do hit lefties just a bit better than they do righties, so hopefully we're able to tag up this dude. All right, Oka gonna lead off the ball game. I don't know how much of a lineup change I'm gonna do at any point in time in the season, but I'm gonna have to wait till later in the year. And first pitch over the top, looks like a circle change. Couldn't connect on it. And ball gonna get slapped the opposite way in the right field. It's gonna roll all the way into the corner. Oka with a lead-off double to start off the ball game. Now, gameplay note: you can actually hit the ball opposite field. There's 2 different hitting buttons, really 3 if you want to count the bunt mechanic, which is R2 if I am not mistaken. You can go from regular hitting, which is, well, you don't press anything, but if you press R1 as we sacrifice bunt our man over to third base, we also have a league leader of our own. Fujioka, is the league leader in batting average thus far, batting 400, smacks it the opposite way to left field. I didn't even try to hit it that way. And, left fielder misplays the hell out of it. Runner will score from first, and you know what? I think he would have ended up with a double anyway. RBI. We take, I think, a first lead of the season. Well, outside of a victory earlier in the year. Yakyuu, again, smack it the other way. Take it where it's already going. Good hit, and he actually hit that with some bop, to be honest with you. You don't see that too often in MLB baseball nowadays. And Soto leads the league in slugging percentage. I believe that is slugging percentage. Somebody correct me if I am wrong. Already up 1-0. Pitcher going to look to rub some dirt on his fingers. I guess that's legal. It's not stick 'em, but swing and miss over the top. Strike number 1. Next pitch. Damn, threw it in the same location. Pitcher not scared to throw it down the middle on Soto, and I would be. Gets the first strikeout, second out of the inning. Polanco, another league leader. Again, I am not 100% sure. Google Translate doesn't always translate these to exact words. I believe this is OPS. He's batting 400 as far as OPS is concerned. Check swing. Nope, gonna hold off swinging at that one. Kind of hard with such power that he usually swings with. Whiffs at the sweeping curveball. And fastball right down the middle. Polanco in danger of striking out. Pitch inside. Dangerous location. Smacks it up the middle. I keep talking crap about his contact. Runner will come around from second, around third, and he'll score. It is 2-0. Us, Marines. Polanco with an RBI single. Hoping to see maybe a little bit more small ball from our team. Again, we're not very good contact-wise, but I'll take what we can get. As Sato, our catcher, steps up with a runner on. First pitch he sees, swings and misses underneath what I think is a two-seam or slow two-seam. Again, a lot of the Japanese translations don't exactly line up perfectly with pitches I'm already familiar with. And, Sato says, but you might be familiar with this. Deep to left field. It's a 2-run shot. We are taking a 4-0 lead early on. I love to see this. Hey, maybe our offense just started off slow to begin the year. You never know. Take a look at the replay. And I believe that was a fastball. And, yeah, he absolutely tattooed that. Knew was going to second. It jumped off his bat. And is that a merry-go-round back there? Swinging and missing. As unfortunately ended up ending the first inning with a strikeout. All right. Can we not give up 4 runs in the first inning of our own? Our Eagles batters, 6 guys, are batting under 250. The other 4 are over 300 themselves. Roki Sasaki gonna get. Is that a 23.6 ERA? Has he been that terrible? Oh shit! I don't know if any American team's gonna want to freaking. I don't know if they're gonna want you after the season. We'll see. Maybe you'll be able to pick things up. First pitch, cut fastball. Sasaki. Good job getting ahead, but it's only the first strike. Next pitch, two-seamer. 155 kilometers, 98 miles an hour on the radar gun. Next pitch, hit deep to straightaway center field. Fujiwara ain't able to get to it in another game where Sasaki has given up an early first inning run. Something's got to give. At some point, like, we've got to figure out what is up with him early in the game. Is he not training enough? Is he just not warmed up enough? Maybe he's not warmed up enough to start the games. Like, I try to make sure I get him out there, at full strength or at least 90th percent, stamina at least, so that if he at least can give us 5 innings, we'll take it. But it is what it is. As I could not read his name fast enough on the back of his jersey. Nonetheless, he looks like he's a league leader in something good and offensive. Splinker in there for strike number 1. And you know what? We're going to go back to it, throw a little oomph behind it. Gets it. Ooh, strike number 2. Can we get our first punch out of the ball game? It is 2-seam, and they're going to call it strike number 3. Love the emphatic punch out by the umpire. They go in. I just hope he didn't, pull a back muscle or nothing. Nonetheless, we jump in here into the second inning. So we got out of the inning relatively unscathed, minus the long ball. And first pitch, swing and miss as Tomosugi fortunately swings over the top. Next pitch, shot past the diving second baseman in the center field. That is yet another leadoff base runner. And Fujiwara, the center fielder, not hitting very well. Only one of his hits produced a long ball. He's going to need to work on that. He's a good fielder. I'll give him that. And he is definitely our fastest player. So I can't really afford to take him out of the lineup, as some of our guys down in the minors area just aren't that good enough to really call up at this point. He'll unfortunately fly out to left field. All right, back to the top of the lineup. It is Oka. He's also one of our speedy players. First pitch, chops it. Third baseman, a little late on the dive there, and we'll now have runners at first and second for Fujioka. 240 batting average against righties, 214 versus lefties, only has a long ball against the righty. Not looking for one, but hey, who am I to complain if you hit one? Pitch right down the middle, grounded right past the first and second baseman hole into right field. Runner coming around to score, no throw. 5-1 Marines. I'd love if you gotta adapt them up, but it's all good. Nonetheless, Kakunaka started up the season absolutely on fire. 433 versus righties, well over 350 against lefties, and he faces one now. First pitch, swing and miss over the top, circle change. Can't connect on it. Next pitch, nope, not going to bother swinging at that one. Not known for his bat, but he is absolutely killing it. F contact, D power. That's not going to matter. Shit, he's got the power of about 100 D batteries at this point. 117 meters, a 3-run shot we are taking. Now an 8-1 lead, and because of the parameters in which I set for the custom game entry thing, sorry, I had to use the MLB The Show phrase, we'll skip ahead. If it's greater than 5 runs, a difference, you probably won't see a lot of the action. And to be honest, there wasn't much to see. We did all of our damage in the first 2 innings, and the pitching, despite giving up a run in the 5th, it's not going to matter. Katsuya Kakunaka is going to be named the player of the game. 4 RBIs, contributing half the offense output for our Marines as we pick up the victory. If we got more in store as we take a look at our growth report. Some players to report on. Ogawa, +1 power. Though I think he's a pitcher. That might be wrong. Ogino, -1 power. Though that might be velocity again. Tanaka, +1 stamina. Ishikawa, +1 stamina. And Sugano, +1 lefty contact. If you want more professional baseball spirits action, please subscribe to the channel and check out the Franchise Ain't That podcast. Also, check out State of the Franchise Sports, my other channel. I'll let y'all later. Peace out.